Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my GregBlock series. Today I'm going to be hopefully building the diesel engine. I have almost every part I need for the control panel here. I am missing one of these though. So just kind of quickly going through. Crystal processor needs power that I don't do. Quantum assembly also is a tier I can't do. Elite's nanocomputer is also out of my range, but the mainframe here is actually within my power to make. Now we only need one of these, but unfortunately I need 4 workstations for this. 4 workstations need 12 of these, and 12 of these need 24 integrated processors. So it looks like I'm definitely going to need some more of this. Did make a whole lot of these plastic circuit boards in between. So 24 of these, 48 of these. Definitely going through my stock here, but I think that's about right. Might need, yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna need more solder and alloy actually now that I'm looking at this. So tin, antimony, all right, that'll do a stack. I think that'll do a stack, and then I'll start melting this down. I need to get it over there though. So let's just throw this up top. I'll start melting that down. Alright, well that's going. This is going, so I need to get 12 of these. So I may need even more. So 48 small coils, 48 SMD capacitors. Fortunately, I think it's, I'm already forgetting. This is definitely not the easiest, so I need 24 of these, 48 of those. Do I not have enough of those either? I don't. Oh, but I have a lot of these. Yeah, I need to get... This is a pretty terrible recipe. I need to start looking at some of the easier elite circuits, because there's 4 different types, I think. Alright, so I also need... I'm going to need a lot of this. Then polyvinyl. I actually have quite a lot of this, I think. Oh, not as much as I thought I did, to be honest. Well, not as prepared as I thought I was going to be for this. Well, that's doing that. So let's get some aluminum. Is it these or? Alright, we'll just do 64 of those. And we'll just get 64 of these going. And then these, I get 16 of each, so it's a 1-to-1. Or, no. So 16 of these will do a stack. So we'll get 2 stacks. Just get the rest of this. So we'll do 2 stacks of these. So I need 8 of these. Is that right? I think. I'm getting myself confused here. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there's 48 of those. We'll put that in there. I need 48 of those. I'm going to need a whole lot of these. Alright, so let's put this back in there. Go there. That can go there. So I need 24 of these. Alright. What else do I need? Small coils, which I have quite a lot of. So 48 of these. And just a whole heck of a lot of those. Alright, so that'll get those going. Let me get some more of this soldering. Eventually I'm just gonna put all of this in here. For now I'm probably just gonna do it by that. Alright, so that's got that going. And this is 16. Need more of that. 16 of these. Yeah, I didn't realize this was going to take quite as long. I thought. And annealed copper wires. Need 4 times 12 is... Alright, let me grab the rest of the materials for this and I will be right back, because this is going to be a little bit of waiting here for the stuff to cook up. Alright, that was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Only took a few minutes. Now, one problem I have here, well, it's not really a problem, is I need to use the HV circuit assembler. And I need to put soldering iron in here, but usually I kept redstone in here, so I had to empty all that out, making the circuits, which is fine. I needed them anyway. But I think I'm just going to put just enough soldering alloy to get this one thing. I'm not going to fill it up with any more. At least for now. Yeah, so these need the soldering iron, whereas the processors need the redstone. Although, I could just switch. Yeah, why don't I do that? These require the MV circuit assembler. Fortunately, I just filled this all up with soldering iron. Not that it's hard to get, but probably from now on, I'm going to, once I empty this out of soldering iron, I'm going to fill this with redstone and use this to make the AE2 processors, and then I'll just make all my circuit stuff in the advanced one, I think. And these don't have any other tiers or anything, so these are never going to need more than MV power. Alright, so we're almost done with this. Yeah, I wonder which is the next. 9600. Looks like this one might be. I'm not sure what's going to be the next. Like, this requires the least amount of mats, but look at the EU needed. Looks like this is going to be the next kind of one that I go for, I think. That's 2 tiers up. This is only 1. Advanced. That is the HV, I think, right? This is the EV one. So maybe this is kind of supposed to be the next step. Definitely uses less. But I do need to get epoxy circuit boards. Alright, so maybe I'll start doing that next. But anyway, there's my mainframe. And there is my diesel engine. So completed a couple things there. I think this is HVH. Yep, there is that. There is the epoxy. So maybe I should go for these also. And I also want to go for this one. But let's not worry about that right now. Now I got the rest of the items needed for this diesel engine. It needed just over 2 stacks of titanium, which wasn't too bad. It just took a little while to get that cooked up. The only problem is, since the different crafting things you get 3 or 2, this is what I ended up extra with, which I have absolutely no use for this stuff, so feels kind of bad. But anyway, let's not worry about that for now. Alright, so this is going to be a 4x3, and I'm definitely thinking I may drop this floor in between episodes, because I just don't have much room. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to get rid of that. I think I'm just going to get rid of this. Finally retire this advanced MV thing. Alright, so I'm going to be getting the extreme voltage into this thing. And I'm going to be getting rid of this. So let me turn... Fortunately, it's going to take a while to go through that. Alright, but we're going up. Decent clip there. Alright, so start out with this. It's going to be, I want to have the cable like right there, so I want the outputs. Let's just put that down. Yeah, I don't think I can put it there. So maybe I will put it like right here. If I could put it up 1, I would, but I don't think I can put it on. I don't think I can put it on the top. So that's that. Now, it's gonna be 2 in the middle. And then this. So this is gonna go like, kind of building this a bit awkwardly. Alright, so the diesel engine goes in the middle. Then these go around. Titanium gearbox casings go in the middle. Now that is actually not in the quest. So if you're doing this quest, it does not have these listed. But you need titanium gearbox casings. You need 2 of these. Just steal some more titanium. And the 2 go right in the middle. Now, question is... It looks like I have done something wrong here. Invalid structure. Alright, what did I screw up? Let's take a look. I have built this before. Alright, first one. Second one with the hatches. The third. Did I? Engine Intech case? Did I build the wrong thing? I did. I built titanium pipe casings. Yep, this quest is definitely wrong. So I needed 8 of these. Alright, that is going to take me some time to get. So let me fix that and I will be back. Alright, so I got the engine intake casings, the things I actually need. Hopefully this hammer doesn't break. There we go. No, we got a couple more left on there. Alright. So let's try this again. Now that used about 2.5 stacks of titanium for these. About 3 stacks actually. Alright, there we go. That is actually formed. Now, once again, I put this back up here because I was running low on power here, and I had to turn this back on. So unfortunately, this is filled up again. I wonder if I could clear that out. Yeah, I can probably do that with like a drum. Alright, so that is that. So that's... Actually, I don't... Actually, well... It's gonna empty out. can I actually... I don't think it can go here. Yeah, I didn't think so. It has to be on one of these inside ones. Yeah. Alright, so this is where the power is going to come out. Now, I think I have... I think that should be good. Now this eventually can do 6,000 U per tick, but for now I'm just going to do the 2048. Alright, so that will output the EU into battery buffer, which is struggling a bit here. But the question is, how am I going to get the diesel in? I guess it's going to have to come over here. Into this. If I do maybe this way. Alright, so that should be good. That will pump the steam. Let me break that really quick. That's why I didn't yeah, there we go. When I attached it to this, the steam actually went in there, but it didn't show in the pipes. I thought I didn't do that. Alright, so that should pump the diesel in here. Now this needs to be completely free of any obstructions in front. If I put this here, invalid structure. No, that's fine. So it can't have anything in front of it. It'll break it. Sides looks like okay, but definitely it can't do anything from the front. Alright, so I guess I could... Let's just open this up. And let that start into this. Now this has been backlogged for quite a while, so this will yeah, go through quite a lot of diesel here. But it'll backlog eventually. Alright. So that should be full. Alright, and this is outputting 2048. Now the problem is, I believe... Alright, so there is my power situation now. The problem, well not the problem, but this machine says idling. I do have fuel in it, but it's not running. And the reason it's not running is because it needs lubricant. Now I went ahead and I forgot to do that while I'm down there. Let me do this really quick too. How can I just need to how about down here? Just attach that to that, I guess. That should empty this out. It looks like these pipes are already full. Hopefully that will output while it's running. Anyway, this needs lubricant, and what I did was made 64. Well, I can actually go get 16 more. So this should run for quite a while. Alright, almost a stack and a quarter. This should run for a while. Now it only uses two, it'll do one cycle. I don't know how long the cycle is, but if it doesn't have lubricant, it'll stop. So I'm not sure how long this is. I think it's about, I have no idea. But it's only using 2 milliliters of the lubricant, so that's going to go for quite a long time with almost 80 buckets of lubricant in there. Like I have only used 4. Alright, but that is looking pretty good so far. Now I actually even have my, do I have my blast furnace? No, it's not running yet. It did stop. But let's turn that on and see. Where did I put? I think they're over here. Alright, we'll throw the titanium in there. Alright, so my electrical blast furnace is running. I'm still getting crazy amounts of EU. So this has basically solved my power problems for the most part. This is using 100, I think it's 144 milliliters. So it was going through 32 millibuckets. This is going through 32 millibuckets. I think. Yeah, this is going through 32 millibuckets, and every like 2 seconds. This is going through 144 millibuckets every 2 seconds. So it's definitely using more, but I think I have enough. And this is slowly kind of. How about I turn that off so this can empty out? And I don't need that anymore. And I will probably, I'll probably get rid of this diesel generator as well. Wherever it is, where is it? This, I'll probably stop using that as well. Because I don't think I need it. Not with this. And my electrical blast furnace is running with this going, so let me throw on, let's see. Ooh, I was almost dead there. Alright, so my freezer and my electrical blast furnace are running. Then it's still going up super quick. Alright, now this can actually, if you want, supply oxygen to boost. Now if I give this oxygen, which is simple enough, I would have to pipe in up there. Where is this, by the way, anyway? Okay, so it's right there. I would probably come down over here somewhere. Well, not right there. I don't know. That'll be at a later date. Maybe down here. This would probably be a good... I don't know. Got to figure that one out. But if I bring this... If I bring oxygen down and over, I can feed it in oxygen, and this will produce 6,000... I forget, 6,144 EU per tick or something. Kind of like a weird number. Or is that 3 times this? It's probably 3 times this, that's what it is. So it'll produce like just over 6,000, but I need the insane voltage IV. I would need like an IV buffer, battery buffer, or I would need a transformer. And I would also need the IV hatch, energy hatch, since this can only output, the one I have in here only outputs 2048. At least you can actually see on that. On the tooltip it actually says 2048. So I would need to make this, which is actually not that bad. Tungsten cable, I'm getting tungsten now. This just needs tungsten steel, which I have made, and that's fine with 2 tungsten cables. That is totally doable. The only problem here is the tungsten cables, the tungsten wires. You can coat them with rubber like usual, but you also need this extra thing. So either you can do a tungsten foil. So 1 tungsten will do 4 wires, or I can do this polyphenylene sulfide foil, which I'm probably going to do because this is using, let's see, it would be like 3 tungsten per 4 wires. So I'm using extra tungsten to do it this way. This just uses, let's see, where's fluid solidifier? There we go. This is sodium sulfide dust, which is just sodium and sulfur. Pretty easy. With air and oxygen, which is pretty typical for these. It uses 16,000 air, this uses 8,000. So I'd probably do this. This actually gives you salt too. Oh, that's actually cool. I can turn my sodium into salt and get chlorine. So that's pretty good. So this I can get, this guy can get. Now this, dichlorobenzene, I need benzene. Chlorine, benzene, and that'll get me, so 500 benzene gets you 500 dichlorobenzene. And to get this, I can just use my distillery. I can either do steam cracked light fuel, or I can do heavy fuel, which is probably what I'll do. I may just switch this out. I have my tooling in here, but I don't need to hold on to that. So maybe I'll just pull this out and turn this into benzene, and then get that poly, what is it, poly something something chloride? Polyphenylene sulfide. So that will probably be, I'll probably do that maybe next episode. Maybe get into some polytetrafluoroethylene, some Teflon. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I definitely want to get into that sooner than later, since to get into IV, I need to start making those cables, the tungsten cables. But yeah, pretty good episode so far, I think. Got my titanium production going on. Plenty of titanium being produced. And lots of power. Let me, for one last thing. Yeah, that's going up like crazy. Now, I'm not sure what happens. The only thing I don't know is what happens if this is full? Does this keep burning? Yeah, see, I've only used 36 lubricant, so barely going through that. That's still going. Let me throw this in here and see what happens with this. Now I have this 1920 and my electrical blast furnace going, and I'm probably going to be losing. It's right on the I'm barely losing. Well, I have an extra generator right there too. But I have that 2 extremely power-hungry machines, and I'm barely losing. So that feels pretty good. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.